Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel Easy Mathematics. On our last video lecture, we come to know about the chromatic number of a graph. In this video lecture, we are going to discuss some theorems on chromatic number. So the first theorem is prove that chromatic number of Kn is equals to n, where n is the complete graph. So for the proof, let Kn be a complete graph with n number of vertices v1, v2 and vn. A simple graph Kn is said to be complete if it contains exactly one edge between each pair of distinct vertices. This indicates every vertex in Kn is adjacent to every other vertex. So, if the vertex v1 is colored by the color red, then no other vertex can be colored by that color, that is red, because they are adjacent to v1. Similarly, a separate color is required to color the vertex v2 and for other vertices too. Hence, the number of colors needed to color all the vertices of Kn is n. So, we can say the chromatic number of Kn is n. If we consider one example, then let this one is a complete graph. Here the first graph, suppose this one is colored a pink color or red color, you can see. Now all the vertices are adjacent to this one. So the adjacent vertices should have some different color. Now this one is, suppose it is blue. So for this one, again its adjacent vertices should have all different colors. Here in the complete graph, all the vertices are adjacent to each other. Hence, the color for all the vertices should be different in the complete graph. Similarly, if a complete graph with 4 vertices is here, then we require total 4 different colors. So, a complete graph with n vertices, we required n different colors to color it completely. Now, the second theorem. The second theorem is prove that the chromatic number of Kmn is equals to 2, where Kmn is a complete bipartite graph. So, let Kmn is a complete bipartite graph with m plus n vertices and m into n edges, where m is the number of vertices in V1 set and n is the number of vertices in V2 set. So, for example, suppose this one is the given bipartite graph. Here V1 set contains the vertices V1, V2, V3 in this way Vm, and V2 set contains the vertices U1, U2, U3 up to Un. So now here every vertex of V1 is adjacent to every vertex of V2. That means V1 is adjacent to all these U vertices, V2 is adjacent to all those U vertices. Then no other vertex in V2 can be colored by the same color because they are adjacent to V1. Again, since every vertex in V1 are not adjacent to each other, that means V1, V2, V3, they are not adjacent to each other. U1, U2, U3, these all are not adjacent to each other. But any vertex of this side is adjacent to all the vertices of this side. So, we can say all the vertices of V1 can be colored red. Similarly, one more color, let blue, can be used for the vertex V2. So hence number of colors needed to color all the vertices of Kmn is 2. So the chromatic number of any bipartite graph is always 2. Next theorem is, it is every tree with 2 or more vertices. Every tree with 2 or more vertices is 2 chromatic. For the proof, consider any tree T. Let this one is the tree. Put the adjacent vertices with alternate colors. Continue the process until the vertices have been colored. Since there is one and only one path between any two distinct vertices of a tree T, therefore no two adjacent vertices have the same color. Just look, if we start from the first vertex and suppose this one given a particular color, then just the next label vertices should be colored a different color because these are adjacent to first one. After that, its next label vertices should be colored the first color which we assign to the first vertex because these two vertices are never adjacent to this one. and similarly this one. After that, at the next label, we should again color this previous one. In this way, this process will continue. So, it is observed from the above tree that vertices at odd distances from the starting vertex are painted by color, a different color, suppose it is yellow, and the vertices at even distances from starting vertex are painted by a color, different color, suppose it is red, so it is yellow, it is red. So all the odd label vertices are yellow and all the even label vertices are the red color. So this one proves the theorem, so that we can say from here that this proves that only two colors are required to color two or more vertices of a tree T. Hence, T is 2 chromatic. That is, chromatic number of T is always 2. Now, one more theorem. So, the theorem is a graph with at least 2 edges is 2 chromatic if and only if it has no circuit of odd length. So, how to prove this one? So, for the proof of this one, let G be a connected graph having circuit of even length only. Consider a spanning tree T in the G and with chromatic number 2. So, if this one is a graph, here look, all the circuits which are formed of even number of edges, and the pink line depicts the spanning tree of this given graph. So as it is a tree, spanning tree is also a tree, so it requires 2 colors only. So accordingly, these are the colors to require to give the colors. Now add the edge to T one by one. After drawing the spanning tree, now the remaining edges we should add one by another in this spanning tree. Since G has no circuit of odd length, the end vertex of every edge added to T are differently colored. Thus, G is properly colored with a minimum of 2 colors. That is, G is 2 chromatic. Here look, if in this graph, this is the spanning tree. Now these two are the extra edge. So now when we add this one, so these two vertices are adjacent now and these two having the 2 different colors. Similarly, if we add this one, then these two vertices now adjacent and these two having the different 2 colors. So it will not affect the coloring of the graph. Hence, this is the total number of required color to color a graph if the given graph having all even number of circuits. So total 2 colors are required. So conversely, if G has a circuit of odd length, then we need at least 3 colors for properly coloring of that circuit. That implies the chromatic number of G is greater or equals to 3. Hence, G cannot contain a circuit of odd length. So, if this one we consider, then this one is a circuit of odd length, and with odd length, it always requires minimum 3 colors. So, from here, we can have an observation that for a non-null graph G, the following statements are equivalent. First statement is G is 2 chromatic, then G is bipartite, and G has no circuit of odd length. So these are the few theorems on the chromatic number. On our next video lectures, we should consult about the few problems on chromatic number. We solve few problems on chromatic number. So keep watching and have a nice day. Thank you.